Leaders of the Pack, 2018, we started an incredible movement called Leaders of the Pack. We were blessed with 12 incredible men who took the dive, the jump of faith and came to Israel for a week to found Leader of the Pack. Since then, thank God, we have affected hundreds of lives of the men who've been involved in the weekly accountability calls, hundreds and hundreds of accountability calls, our American events, our Israeli events. And we also count the children and the wives, and sometimes even the communities of those men as those affected. Because when we're affected by those events, when we're affected by each other, when we're given skills during those events, whether it's about emotional, physical, spiritual, well, we go home and we affect our families around that. When we started Leader of the Pack, the slogan that came to me that I believe so deeply in is stand up, lead, and protect. And events like what happened this week in Texas are the reason why we exist. It's the reason why men need to stand up, to lead and protect. Because we need to do all those three things on all the different levels. We talk about the physical protection. But what about the spiritual protection as well? The emotional protection, the mental protection. We need to create men that are investing in their homes. That if children are having problems at home, if they're struggling with mental health, they have fathers to come to talk with, to trust, to ask for advice, to receive guidance, so that they don't feel alone. They don't feel that the only way out is to go and kill, murder, slaughter other children. This is not some marketing ploy, ladies and gentlemen. Well, gentlemen, this is my heart. We need to create fathers and husbands that are reliable, that are present, that are wise, that are strong, that have strong foundations in who they are, who they want their family to be, and how they want to educate and bring up their children. As people who give to society, protect society, love and care for the needy, and not take advantage of them in any way, shape, or form. Men, it's time that we stand up as men. Say, I am a man. I'm proud to be a man. I'm perfectly imperfect. I'm not going to wait till I'm perfectly perfect, because that's never going to happen until I do something in my life, until I open my mouth and I guide my family to what is right, to what is good, to what and who we are meant to be. I stand up as a man and I say, I am proud and I am going to learn how to spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally protect my family and my community and the world around me. I am not ashamed to lead, because all leaders are perfectly imperfect. There is something inside me that God has given to me, as in you and me, as men, to be the leaders of our homes, to guide our children, to not turn a blind eye if something is going wrong in our family, to be humble but not to be self-hating, Not to be arrogant, but to be self-loving, because God loves us, so we should love ourselves. We are the leaders. We have skill sets, and that we don't have, learn them. Learn them. Surround yourself with wise men that can teach you, that can guide you. I can give names here that I won't, of many leaders of the pack that have said, because of the men around them, they have become better fathers. They have become better husbands. They have become better men. They have become better at work. And protect. Learn how to protect our families. Learn how to pray for our families, with our families. Learn how to protect our families from the things that we disagree with that are going on in the world. Don't let them take over our homes. And physically learn how to protect. Teach your children how to protect. Teach your children what to do in an active shooter situation. You can only teach them if you know. Teach your children what to do, God forbid, in a car accident. Teach your children what to do if, God forbid, you're having a heart attack. But you can only teach them if you know yourself. This week I was tested. My daughter and I were tested. I was picking her up from somewhere in Jerusalem, my 12-year-old daughter. And where she was shut off by the police because there was a big football game. They would not allow me in. And at the same time, there was no reception on the phones. In the end, you can imagine, I got the police to let me in. And my daughter did not panic when she couldn't get in touch with me. She thought logically. She thought logically because that's what's been taught to her. A 12-year-old girl is not very logical normally when difficult things are happening. She thought logically. Not only did she think logically, when she got into the car, she got in with this smile. I said, "What's going on? Why are you so happy?" She said, "Abba, Dad, I helped another girl who could not get in touch with her father. I got on the phone. I moved to a place where my phone would finally work, and I gave the father instructions. I calmed the father down and I gave him instructions how to meet his daughter, how to find his daughter." That doesn't just happen to a 12-year-old girl. That is trained in my 12-year-old girl. And even after that, on the way home, driving home, we spoke about how we could have done it better. We created a meeting place, which we hadn't thought of doing. She's in this place 3 times a week. Okay, so next time, where are you going to meet me if I can't get in touch with you? And we created a meeting place. We can learn. We can say, okay, we didn't do this perfectly. How can we do better next time? Gentlemen, it's time to stand up, lead and protect. It's time to do what we were made to do. It's time to fulfill the role that we were created for. To be the leaders and the protectors of our home. Lean in. Lean into leader of the pack. We've got so much going on over here that is strengthening us, making us more wise, making us that stand up, lead and protect, and polishing us into that role. Our accountability calls every single week. At the most right now, there's 20 of us that turn up every single week. At the most. Where are we all? American events. We spend Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday together. Next American event is Standup, 3rd to 6th of November. Sparks of Eden, the first time we've ever done a couple's experience, a marriage experience, where we get to bring our wife into the LOP mindset. 8th to 11th of September in Mexico. We've got people coming. We've got amazing couples coming, high-level couples coming. Those that feel they don't have issues, those that are drowning in their issues, but all people that want to invest in their marriage. Israel next year, 2023. Please God, October 2023. All of these things, let's invest in them. Let's be with each other. Let's spend time with each other. And they're just events. Men, leader of the pack gives you the opportunity to pick up the call anytime, the phone anytime. Message any of us brothers anytime. Hey, can we chat about something? I'm confused about something. I want to celebrate something. I'm sad about something. I'm depressed about something. I'm worried about something. I want to share good news with someone. We're there for all of it. Let's do everything that we can to lean in, to invest in ourselves. That we have no regrets, that we have not fulfilled who we are meant to be as men. Stand up, lead, and protect.